What is up, everyone? I'm back, and if you're new to my channel, my name is Jeep, and I go on all sorts of adventures locally and out of the country. Now, this episode that you're about to see is about a trip that I made last season to the United Kingdom. I went all over the place, and this last episode took me forever to post on my channel just because of a bunch of technical problems I've had with my computers. But now it's going to be out, and then this spring, this 2024 spring, I will be out there again, but this time I'm going to complete my trip out to the Highlands and possibly Ireland as well. That's on my list. But in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. It will explain a lot. And yeah, so if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and you'll get notified with all my new adventures that are going to be coming out pretty soon. In the meantime, thanks y'all again for joining, and roam with Jeep.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
This is the last episode of my United Kingdom solo trip. I went and picked up the camper van, and then I headed out to Boston to get some rest, and after that I headed straight to Scotland. It's about an 8-hour drive. The Highlands were beautiful, so this is how my trip began. Goodbye, Spot. I had to back out because it's like, oh, fuck. Well, this is where I thought I busted the radiator, but I really didn't. And this is how my solo adventure unfolded right after the rescue dropped me off from the Highlands back to somewhere in Edinburgh. Found a bunch of amazing places I never would have found if it wasn't for this accident. 2 and 3. Right, we made it to the destination. Here's the drop off for the Spaceship Rentals, and I'm gonna spend the night here. And I've got a hotel for 2 days in this little town. Well, after dropping off the camper van for inspection, I had to wait 2 days and I didn't know where to stay. But I did Google and I found this amazing place where Mary Queen of Scots actually stayed. Now, this whole entire building is called the McDonald House, and it was built in the early 1500s. Some say the early 1400s. But this entire bar section is part of the original wing of the building, and everything you see here, the molded walls, the windows, everything was just like it was back in the day, and it just had this beautiful old scent to it. And then my room was on the second, or I think the third level, and just climbing the stairs you can hear the creak of the wood, and it had concrete. You could just smell the oldness of the building. It was just beautiful. And when I went up to my room, it was modern, but it had that old touch to it. And you had to put it in a card to actually activate the electricity in the room, which I did have a trouble turning on. But I mean, look at the views. I mean, the furniture, the views. Mary Queen of Scots used to look out into the garden out here. I mean, this is just amazing. So it was one of the pluses of this trip for sure. Stairs were telling me that there are ghosts here, so people have seen them, some people haven't, and yeah, we'll see about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and shower, and I'm gonna have some lunch here. All right, the food in Scotland is definitely top tier, number one. Their steaks, their potatoes, everything, their desserts. I can't even talk right now. I'm outside, and I'm staying in that room right there. This is considered the original tower right here, and everything else was added on later in the centuries, like the L. There's like an L shape. In here is a little courtyard, also original. It's pretty dope. All right, we're coming up on these stones. I think these stones, a Mary Queen of Scots used these to get off her horse when she came to visit the property and stay here. People, of course, use this space also for weddings.
Aren't these flowers so pretty?
All right, so this is my last day in Scotland. I am headed out to England now. Now we're gonna go and see what's out there. Y'all, I had a great time here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome. See you soon.
Bye. Y'all, so I didn't film me driving here because these roads are super narrow and I don't want to risk damaging this vehicle. So I'm here at this castle called something, I don't remember, but I'll put it in the video itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. See you then.
The last time it was occupied was in 1950.
All right, I'm at the Hope Castle and this is a huge surprise. So if y'all have seen the show Outlander, well, this is the Fraser home. I had no idea I was going to the Fraser home. Man, this is so cool. All right, so check this out. These types of buildings were used to house birds for food, specifically pigeons. How crazy is that? Smart, for sure. I really had no idea I was gonna come across this Lollybrock house from the show Outlander. If y'all seen that show, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, I even called my sister to let her know that I was here. And this is just like the movie when they're going in. This is super cool. I remember when he first comes up to the house and here's the front door where he meets his sister, and this is where the horses go in through. All right, I'm gonna walk up the steps. I'm gonna see if my sister's home. Call to see if she's home. Open up, sister. And no one's home. I guess his sister's not there, so we're gonna have to take off. If you're in Scotland and near Edinburgh, this is just in the outskirts of it. I definitely recommend visiting this place and just look it up on Google as Midhope Castle and you'll find it.
Blackness Castle.
I'm in the town of Blackness and there's supposed to be a castle here. I don't see it yet, so let's go look for it. And then I'm gonna grab some lunch at this pub right here. 2 and 3. All right, I met this awesome couple that's traveling from Australia here in the UK. So what's your hey, your names again are?
Sharon?
Roger.
And Roger. All right, so what was the coolest place that you've seen so far since you've
Lollybrook.
She'll say Lollybrook, I'll say this
Midhope
one.
Castle.
Blackness.
Okay, there you go. I climbed up the hill a little bit here, and apparently this was an old chapel, and it's ruined. It's all in ruins now, for sure. But this vantage point, you get to see the castle, which is over here. And yeah, so looks pretty dope. The admission was only £7.50, but they just closed. What? Unfortunately, I won't be able to go in because they closed the castle already to visitors, so I didn't make it in time, but that's okay. I'll take some video of it outside and stuff. This castle was built in the mid-1400s. Blackness was intended to provide a suitable residence for a nobleman, but its main use was as a garrison stronghold and state prison on behalf of the reigning sovereign. Many high-status prisoners were held here in later medieval times. The most famous was Cardinal David Beaton, Archbishop of St. Andrews in 1543. All right, y'all, now I'm traveling south, Nottingham, UK, West Bridgford. All right, I really didn't want to leave Scotland, but I had to make plans around dropping my camper van off in the next few days out in London, so I had to be kind of near there. But I found this place in Nottingham. It was a little town called West Bridgford, and there is a rugby stadium like 2 blocks away. It was pretty cool. Glad I found this place, and let's go check it out. All right, just getting ready. It's kind of chilly out there. All right, let's do this. All right, this is the stadium over there, but I'm not gonna go there. I'm just gonna find some food to eat. But there's a bunch of stores over there. It's kind of chilly too. Looks like there's a co-op right here. I think I'm just gonna go here and get something healthy. Look at all these people for the game. I ended up just grabbing a few items from the co-op and decided to eat at this awesome restaurant that I saw while walking back to my studio. Although the menu was extensive, I had a hard time ordering because I didn't know what I was ordering. But the food was awesome. It was pretty good, and I kind of felt bad because I couldn't eat it all, but Good morning. All right, so I'm heading out to East Sussex. It's right off the coastline. I'll be staying in a Airbnb hotel that is literally right off the beach. And I plan a boat trip to the White Cliffs. It's gonna be pretty dope. Hopefully everything works out and there's no hiccups in the trip. But in the meantime, I am leaving Nottingham, England right now. And it's about a 3.5 to 3:45 hour drive to East Sussex, and that's just south of London.
East Sussex, England.
This is the outside of the hotel, the room I'm staying in. Now these are individually owned and people rent them out on Airbnb.
No, this is all changed when I've stopped. This one is yogurts and butters. So if you like yogurts or something, I'm hoping that you like something here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, yogurt's good.
Jams, marmalades and spreads, fresh fruit, squashes if you don't like pure juice.
Okay.
That's about it.
Well, this is my room and I get Wi-Fi. I'm on the very top floor and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what it looks like from the outside. So I'm on the top floor. This is to go down. The rug's kind of funky, huh? I mean, gives it character. It's by the beach, so. Look at that, there's a Ferris wheel. I guess this time of year they do some sort of parade over here. This area is called the pier. This is where the Ferris wheel is. Should I take a ride on it? Cool. Check and wait and see. Almost on. He's unloading the people and then he's gonna have us come on. I am in and I think we get our individual carts. He's gonna close all the doors. And yeah, I don't know how long the ride is. I think it may be 5 or 10 minutes. All right, we're gonna take off, boy. All right, here we go. Oh, snap.
This is UK's largest transportable Ferris wheel, standing over 160 feet tall, offering the most panoramic views of the town and the stunning coastlines.
All right, we're going down, and I think I did some walking and a little bit of exploring. I'm gonna go back because I gotta use the bathroom. But I'm gonna come out when it gets a little, I wouldn't say darker, but just when the sun goes down a little.
Have I told y'all how amazing the food was out here? This was only 14 pounds.
I've been shopping around town and it's pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff. And I'm headed to the boat area where I'm going to take a boat to see the cliffs of Dover. And it's about half an hour away. I haven't eaten yet, so I'm going to hopefully find something on the way there to eat.
Although I'm not ready to go home, this is the final adventure of this epic solo trip, and I'm headed to the White Cliffs of Dover, Seven Sisters with Maverick Boat Adventures.
All right, so I'm here waiting for the boat, and this is the whole crew that's going to be with joining on this expedition to the White Cliffs, and the boat's on that side over there. So yeah, can't wait for this.
Anybody want ice cream?
We're good, thank you. Appreciate that.
Before we headed out to the sea, we had to go through the instructions through Paul, the owner and boat captain, because you never know what can happen out in the sea.
These long dangly bits, you've either got one or two, they'll be behind you, they just go between your legs and clip in at the front here and here. Just be careful, there's like cleats, ropes, sections of pontoons, you name it, it's there to trip you up. So just be careful, stick to the middle, follow me and we can go.
All right.
Yeah. If for any reason we need to get off the pontoons, we just come the way we came. Yeah.
What's a pontoon?
Everything that floats that you walk on. These are all pontoons. This is a fixed one. Right, we ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's all right.
We finally made our way down to the boat, and everyone was excited, because I sure was, because I've never seen the White Cliffs, although I've seen them online but never seen them in person.
This is the boat we're on. This is called a Marlin 28. They build these in Italy. This is like a Mediterranean cruiser. You never really get these in the UK doing charter trips like myself. You usually get the jockey seats. So it's a bit of a luxury cruiser. We don't go far out to sea. We stick nice and close to the cliffs, so it's perfect for what we're doing today.
After learning a little history of the White Cliffs of Dover, we headed out to the Seven Sisters. Our boat captain said that the Seven Sisters gets its names because the mounds look like boobs.
Hopefully the cliffs are just near. I guess I'll see, right? I hope you guys liked it. I'll be doing another trip out here, no doubt, because I didn't get to see the Old Man of Store completely because I messed up my calf, and the van had some issues earlier on in the trip, so I lost around almost 3 days with that. But I did enjoy this trip, and I learned one thing, is that I definitely love Scotland.